I know I am not the redhead you're accustomed to seeing at this podium, but so we defer to the Ukrainians to discuss the specifics of the negotiations, but we are, of course, committed to a Ukraine that is sovereign, independent, and secure. And we are in constant conversation with the Ukrainian government and our allies and partners, but as always, we keep those conversations private. To your second question about Kyiv, obviously, and what we heard from the Russians today, you obviously heard the president address this and say that we'll need to watch and see if their actions meet their words. But I think we should be clear-eyed about the reality of what's happening on the ground, and no one should be fooled by Russia's announcements. We believe any movement of forces from around Kyiv is a redeployment and not a withdrawal. And the world should be prepared for a major offensive against other areas of Ukraine. Everyone should expect that we're going to continue to see attacks across Ukraine. Obviously, a key message that the president delivered on his trip to Europe last week was that we are in for a long slog, that our allies and partners need to remain, that our resolve needs to remain strong, and that we need to continue to execute on the strategy of inflicting significant cost on the Russian economy, and again, strengthening Ukraine on the battlefield and at the negotiating table.
But you know full well something that candidate Joe Biden said virtually every day on the campaign trail, which is that the words of a president matter, that they can, as he often put it, lead a country into war. Is he not living up to the standard that he set himself during the campaign?
Absolutely not. I think the words of the president here were incredibly powerful. He spoke personally about the moral outrage that he felt, which is shared by people all across the world. It does not mean he is articulating a change in policy. It does not mean he's laying out a change in U.S. policy. He met with refugees, as again, many of you were on that trip and saw that firsthand some of the pain that Vladimir Putin has inflicted on people who are fleeing their homes and who are seeing their country war-torn. So this was an incredibly personal, powerful statement of moral outrage. It was not an articulation of a new U.S. policy. And I think both of those things can be and are true.